How are we doing? It's just Stipe back here for my week 3 update of using Turkesterone. This is Derek's one, and then using Ecdysterone, which is from Naturals. I got this one from Derek's official website, and I got this one from Amazon. I would say the products are kind of pricey in terms of if you are taking 4 tablets a day, but it's a good alternative, obviously, if you don't want to do actual steroids. Last week I mentioned certain things that have occurred. This week will be essentially an update on everything kind of building with that. And what I mean by that is when you take glycerin at the start, and I think from what I've gathered, it's the ecdy component is the one that really stimulates your hunger. Like, I don't know if it affects your ghrelin, etc. But whenever, like, all right, to give you an example, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not losing weight because I'm literally hungry nonstop. Whereas I think testosterone doesn't give me as much hunger issues. So let's just first put that out there. That's like one of the big things this week that's become kind of evident to me. And that hunger's really, really potent. Like I can eat thousands of calories a day and still be hungry. 20, 30 minutes later, I can go for more. So I would say that's my big negative on this product. Now, that could be a big positive to you. If you're somebody who's more of that, ectomorph type of physique, or you're just trying to gain weight in general, fuck man, like maybe the ecdy from Naturaloids could be perfect for you because it does make you want to eat more, which in return will make you gain more weight, obviously. And I guess this compound, or both these compounds, are probably best suited for bulk because if you're trying to maximize lean muscle tissue gain, you may as well gain the weight with it, then cut back, as opposed to what I'm trying to do. But, everybody has their own goals. So that's out of that way. Let's talk about some of the other things that I'm noticing are occurring. My hair, still to this day, everything's growing more and more and quicker. I'm shaving almost daily, I would say, like damn near daily. And I'm noticing my hair just grows back so quickly. I got a haircut 2 weeks ago and I had to get another one today because if I didn't, it's already gone to that level where you kind of can't do anything with it. I don't consider that a negative or a positive. It's just kind of one of those, it is what it is. It comes with its own territory. And for some it might be a good thing, for some it might be a bad thing. I'm like, it's never bothersome to me to shave or to get a haircut. It can become costly if, it's quite an expensive haircut. So that's out of the way. A big thing I'm noticing is the strength increase. I think that's kicked in clearly for this third week. It's a little bit, I think, past third week. I think it's like 22 days now. I definitely feel stronger. And it's not like a stronger as in progression was made. You check your training log and you've put on 5 kg or whatever weight measurement you want to use as an example. Like, I'm noticing just strength gains everywhere. Like everywhere. Even on muscle groups that I'm not really able to hit. The biggest one that I noticed is I started working a lot more on my legs, because if you have watched my previous videos, I've had shoulder issues. So it's like I had to kind of take a bit of rest from the upper body. So maybe do upper body once a week, maybe twice. And it's all very light. Like I'm talking very light, like 20 kg, 22 max, as opposed to 45 kilos, etc. And it's like a 30-minute training session. That's, to me, the interesting part, and I think it kind of goes into the next one, which is the biggest positive, I would say, from all of this. So, and it's not something I've just seen this positive. This is what others have told me as well that have seen me. Everyone has kind of made the comment of like, dude, you've gotten bigger. And they're not saying bigger as in weight-wise. They're saying bigger as in like, man, you're looking more jacked. And I'm not jacked by any stretch of the imagination. I'm 94 kg right now. 15 to 18% body fat would be my guess. But like I'm holding abs that faint level of abs. I have decent ab genetics, so they show a little bit earlier. But I'm holding abs when I tense quite comfortably at 94 kg. So that's over 200 pounds at 6 foot. That's pretty decent for a guy who really hasn't been able to train much upper body. And even cardio has been a bit tricky with the shoulder because everything, if I'm running, it involves, my arms. If I'm doing a bike, it involves me holding it. But everyone has made the comment like, oh, have you been like training a lot of upper body? And I'm like, guys, like I haven't really been able to train it at all for almost a month. So even longer than I've really been taking this, which is a huge to me positive, because I know without these two, and I am taking a bigger dosage. Some people are taking one pill in the morning, one pill at night. I'm taking one of each in the morning, one of each at night. But I know there's some people that are taking 6 pills of either or. But nonetheless, my point being is, I've done it before where I'm like, 88, 89 kg, still training, and then I get to 94, and like I look sloppy. But at the moment, it's like it's hard for you to see because obviously this lighting is real shit. But if you check, like the musculature that I have is actually somewhat decent quality. You can see the separation from my traps to my delts. This fucking lighting is really bad, so you can almost not see anything at all, but it is what it is. Another thing that may or may not be attributed to this is, and it's to sex drive increase, which I think I have mentioned before. I do think it's linked to this because at least it's what I'm noticing. Like I'm pretty much horny non-stop, which isn't really like me. Like I'm not horny ever, but it's more apparent. And then on top of that, like my sleep, it's just easier to come by. Like I am a fairly wired guy. Like, I work non-stop. I'm always doing something. I don't really sit down, but then the negatives that come with that is obviously sometimes sleep can take a backseat. With this, it's like recently I can just lay down and I'm out. And it's high quality sleep. And for a lot of people, that would be a big benefit because Lord fucking knows how many of us maybe really only get a good 4 to 5 hours of sleep. And then maybe another hour of like real, tussling around in the fucking bed and not really doing anything properly. So those are the main benefits that I've noticed and the negatives. It's getting to that stage where like I can say whether I do or don't recommend it. This is what I'll come down to. After 3 weeks, I've noticed enough gains and enough positives from this that if you do have the money for it, once again, all of these things, they're all unnecessary. The pre-workouts, the protein powders, there is not a single supplement you have to take. In the end, good quality training and a good diet is the king above everything else. Anything else you want to add on is just additional. But if you do feel like you've been working out for quite a while, you want to try something new that's not over the top, that you don't need a PCT, you don't need to put a needle in yourself, you don't need anything like that. I can't recommend this kind of enough. Like, I just think, why not? If you got some spare money lying around, I would recommend, if you are going to get it, best bet would be when Derek's Turkesterone is back, buy 4 bottles, which will set you back, if you're in America, $200 US. I'm pretty sure the shipping is free at that stage. I don't live in America, I'm in Australia, so that's just my guess. And see how that goes for you. I think the Turkesterone is a better bet, but it's hard to know because I'm taking both. So maybe when I take this, the effects of this come into play even more, or who knows, synergistically they maybe work like that. But I think that's the best bet. If you are looking for something to help you gain weight and put on quality, and I mean quality mass, I don't think you can really go past. The best to me is a combination. I think to me this is looking like a fucking winning stack. You can do 1 and 1 in the morning, 1 and 1 at night. You can do 2 at 1 of 2 in the morning, the other one 2 at night. It's up to you, But for weight gain, this shit's amazing. Like, it makes you so hungry, and then the quality of mass That's what matters. Because I've never ever in my life gotten as many like people that have seen me regularly. This isn't random people. This is like people I train with, family, friends, etc. I'd be like, dude, you're looking like jacked. Like you're looking bigger. And obviously to them, jacked is like completely different what it would be to me and you if we actually are, big gym goers. Yeah, that's the main update that I can give you. This to me definitely works. Like some people say it's snake oil, this and that. I'm like, guys, I'm not like I don't make a fucking buck off of this. I'm not. There's no affiliate. I'm a dude with what 50 something subscribers. I'm just a random bloke who just fucking puts this shit up out of my own time. I don't really give a fuck. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. You will not change my mind. But I'm never ever at 94 kg, and I've been 94. I've been 98. I'm looking leaner at 94 than I typically do at 93. And 92 and 91. Like, I would say around 90, I'm leaner without this. But that's 4 kilos. That's a lot of weight. Especially considering I'm not going heavy upper body. I'm barely training upper body. Something has to be up. And I'm not doing any anabolics. I'm not taking SARMs. My diet's pretty much the same. I've just upped the amount of that food that I've eaten. For no other reason than I'm hungry because of this shit. Like, yeah, look, that's essentially my 2 cents when it comes to this. I recommend it. I think it's really, really good. Don't take it if you're trying to really lose weight, because maybe it's an individual thing, because I've seen others comment on my last video saying, yeah, you gave them hunger as well. But if you can handle that, it's a good product. It just is. All right, hope you guys had a lovely day. I'll be back with you for my other supplements reviews, and then also for week 4 coming up, which will be my month milestone. Peace.